Hello and welcome to Catholic Focus, where we delve in what's making headlines today here on Capuchin TV. I'm Maureen Kimani and our sign language interpreter is Eric Malki. We begin our headlines with an update on the preparations for the next Pope as Vatican Sistine Chapel is being prepared to host 133 cardinal electors for the upcoming conclave to elect the 267th Pope. The Holy See Press Office on Saturday released images and video of the chapel as final preparations continue ahead of the gathering set to begin on May 7th. On Friday, Vatican firefighters were seen atop the Sistine Chapel's roof installing the chimney that will emit black smoke if no candidate secures the required two-thirds majority, at least 89 votes. White smoke will signal that the cardinals have reached a decision on the man who will lead the Catholic Church into the future. Each completed ballot will be burned with the world watching the Sistine Chapels. Chimney for the signal of black or white smoke marking the church's next chapter. And Capuchin TV will continue to bring you updates on this historic moment for the church. Well, moving on, during the priestly ordination of 4 brothers from the congregation of the Mission Vice Province of Kenya held at St. John the Evangelist Parish in Karen, Most Reverend Michel Rosansky, Archbishop of St. Louis, reflected on the legacy of Pope Francis. Archbishop Rosansky praised the Holy Father as a man who brought love and compassion, universal care, and concern to the Church. He fondly recalled Pope Francis' historic visit to Kenya in the year 2015. Let's take a look at that.
And we are a church that celebrates today God calling forth 4 new shepherds as priests in the church. And so all at once, we can mourn one whom we loved, who actually visited here in Kenya, who brought the care of the universal church as the Holy Father, Pope Francis. As we mourn him, we know that the resurrection faith that he lived is a resurrection faith that is alive here today. And it's alive here today because Jesus' promise to us is always fulfilled. Jesus tells us he will be with us always, even till the end of time. He will be our shepherd, and he will not let us be without shepherds. And so even as we mourn Pope Francis, even as we mourn the passing of him as shepherd of the universal church, we also know that the resurrection faith he lived will be rewarded by our God.
And away from the church news, learning has been brought to standstill at Boston School inside Chikusa prison after a powerful storm tore through the institution, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Strong winds accompanied by heavy rain ripped off the roofs of 2 classrooms, a laboratory and the administration block, disrupting normal operations and displacing both students and staff. Our reporter Peter Mwangi brings us the story.
According to the school's administrator, George Odera, nearly 8 students have been affected by the damage. With classrooms rendered unusable, lessons are now being conducted outdoors, exposing learners to harsh weather conditions.
Tumekuwa na uharibifu lakini hatukuwa na majeruhi, na nipe fursa hii pia kuwaomba wahisani ili waje watusaidie katika kurudisha hii shule ili masomo iweze kuendelea, kwa sababu wakati huu tuna wanafunzi ambao wanajitayarisha kwa mtihani yao ya mwisho wa kidato cha 4 na wengine pia wanaendelea kidato cha 2, cha 3 na hiyo cha 4. Kwa hivyo tunaomba wahisani pia waje watusaidie ili masomo iweze kuendelea kama kawaida. Kuna darasa moja na laboratory moja ndio ambazo zimeharibika zaidi. Pia kuna ofisi administration block yote pia imeweza kuharibika, na upande wa nyuma pia miti za Kenya Power, laini za Kenya za stima, nyaya za stima zote zimeweza pia kuanguka jana. Kwa wakati huu hatuna sehemu hatuna stima eneo hii. Wape watu Kenya Power pia waje waweze kurekebisha ili stima pia iweze kurudishwa katika taasisi hii yetu.
George Matiambai, the chairman of the school's board of management, described the loss as significant and called for immediate intervention.
Hatuna postal institutions nyingi katika jamhuri yetu ya Kenya, ni vyuo vitatu pekee, na Shikusa BI ikiwa ndio tangulizi ya zote. Kwa hivyo ombi langu ni kwamba jambo hili liweze kushughulikiwa kwa dharura. This is an emergency. Hatuwezi kungojea. Tunahitaji makeshift classes for the children. Tunahitaji kuwe na afisi ziendelee ili shule hii iweze kuendelea. Kwa hivyo nataka kutoa ombi langu kwa wafadhili wetu, those well wishers and the government in particular, to come in and move in with speed so that the operations of this institution are not hampered.
Tunataka usaidizi wa mapema iwezekanavyo, watoto waendelee kusoma. Kwa hivyo tunataka harakati, na tunamuomba tafadhali mfadhili yeyote anayesikiliza haya, mtusaidie tuweze kupata kila kitu inaendelea sawa sambamba.
As the community rallies for support, the students of Shikusa Boston School remain hopeful that help will come soon so that they can return to their classrooms and continue their education without disruption. Reporting for Catholic Focus, I'm Peter Mwangi.
In other news, Caritas Nairobi today held its annual general meeting to review the strides made on its operations and investment for its members. The event began with a Thanksgiving Mass led by His Eminence John Cardinal Njue, the founder of the organization, assisted by Father Peter Carey, the Executive Director, Father Martin Mwangi Njau, the Chaplain of the Catholic Men's Association in the Archdiocese of Nairobi. Among the clergy during the Mass, members of the organization, mainly men, were encouraged to remain steadfast in their faith and committed to fostering development within their community and the society.
My name is Father Peter Carey, the Executive Director, Caritas Nairobi. Today is a great day for all of us as Caritas and even as Archdiocese Nairobi, where we are gathered together as members of SDP, which means Social Development Program, which is a partnership between the Catholic Men Association and Caritas Nairobi. And it is one of our programs in the socio-economic empowerment, where we empower all our communities, our members, men, women, youth, children, so that they can have what we may call financial resilience.
My name is David Mukaru, CEO Caritas Microfinance Bank. Today we are here to celebrate with the Social Development Program. This is a program that targets the men in the in the Archdiocese of Nairobi Catholic Church, and they are having their AGM. We are here to support them and to give them the necessary information on what else we are doing as a bank. We have provided them with quite a number of solutions, payment solutions, to enable them to deposit and withdraw their funds from their group account. Very, very unique pay bill that we've been able to give them, 205, and they're extremely happy about that. They are concerned about various issues, one of which is their health, and they asked us to come up with a medical product, which we are launching very soon, and we are going to discuss with them today.
Mungu atubariki na bariki njia zetu, abariki kikundi chetu ili tuweze kusonga mbele, na pia kualika wanaume kwa wingi na tuweze kusonga pamoja na kuwajibika katika kazi zetu kama wanafamilia.
My name is Justus Muriani. I come from Thika Dinari, Archdiocese of Nairobi, for one of our programs in CMA, which is Social Development Program. And this is a program that brings men together. It empowers men when it comes to financial matters. And each year we have AGM around this time. And now we are celebrating the 9th since we started. And over the years, we have seen a lot of benefits from it. Those who have joined it can attest to the fact that there's a lot of empowerment in terms of financial gains, because it's a saving and credit program. And even apart from that, it has some investments projects going on that empowers men in whole.
And now shifting our gears, thousands of students in Malindi constituency are set to continue their education with renewed hope following the disbursement of Constituency Development Fund bursaries to 5,419 learners. The financial support hailed as a transformative investment in the region's educational future is expected to ease the burden of school fees for many families and empower young scholars to pursue their academic dreams without the weight of financial hardship. Our reporter Deborah Mwanya with more details.
For years, countless families have struggled to keep their children in school due to financial constraints, with some students forced to drop out. Now, this substantial bursary allocation is being hailed as a game changer, giving more learners the opportunity to remain in class, concentrate on their studies, and build a brighter future for themselves and for the community.
Na hapa ndani ya Malindi, zile shule za secondary ambazo ni public schools ndani ya Malindi ni shule 19. Lakini leo hii mimi sitachukua pesa zote nizipeleke nje wakati watoto wangu wa Malindi hapa wanateseka. Hiyo nao nimesema haitawezekana. Pesa ya CDF ni yenu. Katika ile pesa ya CDF ambayo tulikuwa tumeweka katika bajeti yetu sisi ya Malindi, tulikuwa tumeweka milioni 55.
Speaking during the event, Honorable Mnyazi Amina Laura reaffirmed her commitment to driving development in Malindi constituency. She announced plans for construction of a modern market to boost local trade and empower small business owners.
Kuna soko la kisasa ambalo linakuja pale msikitini, pale Sarali, pale opposite, pale ambapo wako watu wa jua kali. Kuna soko lingine ambalo pia tunataka pia tulijenge. Hapa stage mpya. Mwapaona vizuri. Pale ndani, si mnaliona lile soko? Na lile soko wakati wa campaign nilikwenda. Na nilipokwenda pale ilikuwa ni wakati ambapo kulikuwa kunanyesha. Na watu wa pale waliniambia, mheshimiwa mbunge, wewe fanya utakachokufanya, lakini siku ikifika tujengee a modern market pia sisi hapa. Na mbunge wenu kama Amina mimi, kisha Malindi hii ikose huduma center, vitakuwa kweli? So pale kwa ofisi ya DCC kuna mradi wa huduma center ambao tuliweka jiwe la msingi, na hivi karibuni pia huo mradi mtaona umeendelea, ili zile huduma zote ambazo sisi kama watu wa Malindi tunazihitaji. Haina haja ya mtu kutoka hapa sijui kwenda Kilifi, kwenda Mombasa, kwenda kutafuta huduma.
Other leaders present echoed our sentiments, emphasizing the need for continued collaboration with the county government to enhance services. They highlighted the importance of strengthening emergency response.
Mara nyingi tunapata changamoto ya reports. Wakati kuna moto ambao umetokea, mara nyingi ile report huwa haiwasilishwi directly kwa ile fire station yetu pale. Kile ambacho tumeona kinafanyika ni watu wanapigia simu viongozi. Anapigiwa labda chief ama mzee wa nyumba 10, yeye pia anamtafuta dadu, anampigia simu kabla dadu aweze kupiga simu kwa ile fire station ili gari ya zimamoto iweze kwenda muda umeenda na hasara tayari imeweza kupatikana.
As the constituency looks ahead, the bursary disbursement and development pledges have sparked renewed hope among residents, signaling a new chapter of progress for Malindi. Reporting for Capuchin TV, Catholic Focus, I'm Deborah Mwania.
And well, with that report by Deborah Mwania brings us to the end of the Catholic Focus here on Capuchin TV. Thank you for watching. I'm Maureen Kimani, and our sign language interpreter has been Eric Maluki. Until next time, have a blessed weekend.